Coming up on Hashtag That.
We're here with a full Emmys recap.
And all of the latest Hollywood highs and lows.
All that and more from Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for entertainment news.
From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for entertainment news.
Welcome back to Hashtag That. I'm Emily McManaman.
And I'm Manny Galicki. And let's dive into some new Hollywood scoop.
Netflix's popular original series, The Queen's Gambit, won the Outstanding Limited or Anthology Series Emmy. The show features protagonist Beth Harmon, a young orphan with a bright mind, who becomes a champion at chess. The show inspires young girls around the world to work at what they love, defying gender stereotypes with Harmon competing and succeeding in a male-dominated field. With its tremendous success last year, I would say this award was well-deserved for director Scott Frank and actress Anya Taylor-Joy. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver won Outstanding Variety Talk Series, making the show a now 6-time winner for that category. The show is known for its weekly, satirical, late-night news, similar to The Daily Show. Although the show is centered around comedy, John Oliver also discusses current events and politics in a straightforward manner. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver also won Outstanding Writing for a Variety Series, another big win for the crew, and in my opinion, pretty well deserved.
Jason Sudeikis took home the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series, and fans could not be more thrilled about it. Sudeikis plays the title character Ted Lasso in the Apple TV series. The series follows Lasso, an American football coach, as he moves to the United Kingdom to become a manager for a struggling football team. This feel-good but hilarious show is for sure a must-watch for everyone, and there's no wonder it swept so many categories last night. Netflix hit drama series The Crown was also a big winner last night. The royal drama took home 7 Emmys, the most of any show. Olivia Colman won Best Lead Actress in a Drama Series for her portrayal of the Queen, along with Josh O'Connor winning the Best Lead Actor in a Drama Series for his portrayal for Prince Charles. The Crown has been sweeping award shows for years now because people just can't seem to get enough of the inside look it gives at the royal family.
Some of Q30's own went to 2 different Chelsea Cutler concerts this past week.
They are here with a combined blog of their nights.
Let's take a look.
What's up, hashtag, it's Karina.
And Abby.
It's Mason God.
And Isabella Foley. And we're on our way to go see Quinn92 and Chelsea Cutler in concert. Woo! We're on the train right now, and we're gonna be there soon, and we're gonna walk around, and we're gonna go to the concert, and I am so excited.
We are back at QU. It's the next day. We've processed the whole concert. I thought it was great, absolutely amazing. Chelsea's voice, even better in person. Quinn really put on a party, and overall, a great time. What do you think?
It was everything I dreamed of and more. Clearly, I had a good time.
Chelsea Cutler also gets a 10 out of 10. She's so cute. Like, that's just it. Like, her personality is just so fun to be around, and she's so cute.
I know, her energy just like was through the roof.
She sounds exactly like she does on her recordings. And then we have Quinn92, who I really came to see, because I love Chelsea Cutler, don't get me wrong, but like I love Quinn92, and his performance was just like everything I wanted it to be and more.
It was great to see them perform both separately, and then together it just made everything 10 times better.
That's all about our concert experience. We had an absolutely amazing time, as you can probably tell. I hope Mason and Bella had a great time, which I know that they will.
Absolutely.
I'm Karina.
I'm Abby.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Wow, that looked so much fun. Definitely on my list of people to see in concert.
Absolutely, me too. We'll be right back after the break.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie nailed it.
We all of warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Welcome back to #that.
Last week was the highly anticipated Met Gala, and I myself am a huge fan of fashion, so I took some time to sit down and look at some of the best and worst looks of the night. Let's go check it out. What's up, #? It's Mandy, and I'm here this week with a full Met Gala fashion breakdown. The Met Gala took place this year on September 13th and not the first Monday in May like it usually does. And it was hosted by all Gen Z stars, including Billie Eilish, Timothée Chalamet, Naomi Osaka, and Amanda Gorman. The theme was America, a lexicon of fashion, and designers were seen pulling from old Hollywood to traditional classic pieces of fashion. For me, one of the best dressed has to go to Kendall Jenner. She looked absolutely stunning in a Givenchy nude slip-like dress, and she was decked from head to toe in diamonds and just captured the eye of everyone that night. She was dressed as an ode to Audrey Hepburn in the movie My Fair Lady, and the dress was an absolute success and what I believe is probably one of the best of the night. Now to talk about a worst dress. I hate to say it, but I was not a big fan of Jennifer Lopez's look. She was head to toe in brown leather with a very big leather belt across the waist, and there was a cowboy type hat that was just not doing it for me. JLo has been known to deliver some questionable, daring looks on the red carpets, but I just think this one was a complete swing and a miss, and dare I say, I got Indiana Jones vibes from her. The hosts all look stunning this year as well. Timothée Chalamet was stunning in an all-white tux, and I really appreciated that he did this and not just wear a black and white tux like some men do at events. I think he really spiced it up, and I thought it was very on brand for very current fashion. Amanda Gorman looked absolutely stunning in a blue floor-length dress. She was the inaugural poet this year at the inauguration, and she was heard saying that her dress was an ode to the Statue of Liberty, which I thought was very on brand and very, very on for the theme. Naomi Osaka caught everyone's attention in her multicolored gown this year. She looked absolutely amazing and later revealed that her dress was an homage to her Japanese and Haitian heritage, which I thought was amazing and very on theme as well. And the person who really captured everyone's eyes this year was Billie Eilish. She was a dream in white and was very clearly an ode to Marilyn Monroe in old Hollywood. Her blush pink gown was a 2021 version, I believe, of Marilyn Monroe's iconic white dress. And again, this was definitely one of my favorites of the night. And we definitely wouldn't be talking about the Met Gala if we did not bring up Kim Kardashian. She was head to toe in all black Balenciaga, covering her face, covering from all the way from the top of her head, all the way to the bottom of her feet. As soon as she stepped out of the limo, and she did not take off the mask once throughout the night, as far as the audience knows. She was seen wearing something very similar to Kanye's Donda release at that party. So fans have kind of been speculating that there might have been a connection between the two, but we'll guess we don't know for sure, and we probably won't know until she confirms something, but who even knows if she will. Other honorable mentions for me definitely include Emma Chamberlain, this is the first time she's ever been to the Met. She looked amazing in a gold kind of two-piece. It kind of had a cutout in the middle. She looked absolutely stunning, and I know she did some really great interviews for Vogue, so I'm super excited to watch those. Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek looked amazing in a powder blue suit. He had big puffy sleeves and some pastel art on the front. I think he was very on theme, and I love everything that he wears. I love everything that he does, so I'm very happy for him. And of course, Lil Nas, he had 3 looks that he pulled out on the red carpet. He had a big coat, and then he had like some armor, and then a more tight piece. I think he was absolutely eye-catching and absolutely amazing. But that's it for me this week. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see us back at the desk.
KRISTA BIRONG is here with us for this week's Hollywood Highs and Lows.
What do you have for us this week, KRISTA?
To start, Christopher Nolan's new movie will finally be in production after some major interruptions. Nolan's upcoming film is all about J. Robert Oppenheimer, an American theoretical physicist and the development of the atom bomb. Originally, Nolan was working with Warner Bros., but after 19 years, he has officially left the studio. This was due to Warner Bros. Wanting to have this movie be released in theaters the same day it was released on HBO Max for streaming, which has become a pandemic norm for the movie industry. Instead, Nolan resigned and will now be working with Universal Pictures. Losing Nolan is a major loss to Warner Bros., but thankfully Nolan will be able to have control over how his movie is shown to the world, which is scheduled to be released sometime in 2022. Unfortunately, on September 16th, Jay Powell passed away. She was a triple threat in the industry, being a singer, dancer, and actress, most notably from the movie 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, which was released in 1954. Powell passed away at 92 from natural causes. This is a major loss for Hollywood, as she was one of the brightest stars of the Golden Age, and one of the last surviving stars from this time. Although she is no longer with us, her talent and work will never go unnoticed, and she will never be forgotten. In other news, Season 3 of Sex Education has finally been released. Fans have been anticipating this series that stars Asa Butterfield and Emma Mackey. As Season 2 released in January 2020, fans could not wait for the show to return. The popular series is all about loving and respecting people for who they are, and this season is set to tackle prejudice against transgender and non-binary individuals. The season will also take on matters of racism, as well as continuing to follow alongside the main cores of teen culture and sexuality as a whole. To me, this show isn't afraid to have these very important conversations that oftentimes get overlooked in the entertainment industry, which is why I'm so excited to get started on the 3rd season. That's all I have for you guys today for Highs and Lows. I'm KRISTA BIRONG. Back to you guys at the desk.
We have a very special new segment here at Hashtag today.
Armand is taking to the quad and asking some students some rapid fire questions. Let's take a look.
What's up, guys? My name is Armand Roshani. We're about to be going outside and interviewing people, asking them Donda or Certified Lover Boy. If they say Certified Lover Boy, they're wrong. Alright, my name is Armand. I'm here with
Taylor.
Jules.
Jason. Garrett.
Dante.
David Fortuna.
Kush Patel.
Maika. Layla.
Andrew Menzel. James.
Donda or CLB?
CLB.
Why?
Because Drizzy's the GOAT. That boy done did it again.
I'm gonna go with Donda.
Donda? What about you?
CLB.
CLB? Ooh, okay. Personally, I think Donda somehow has to be right here.
CLB.
Right, CLB. You're wrong.
Alright.
CLB.
CLB, why?
Mainly because Donda to me was a flop. I'm a big Kanye fan, but it just hits different this year.
What's your favorite song on CLB?
I don't know, man. There's a bunch of good ones.
What you want?
Most likely Way Through Sex, that's a really good one.
Donda.
Donda, why?
CLB is just average Drake, but Donda was definitely worth the wait. CLB was just average Drake.
CLB. CLB?
CLB.
You're wrong.
Oh,
Can you explain why?
I have no idea what this should be about.
Donda. She doesn't listen to that music.
I don't really do. Yeah.
You have to choose. Alright, Kanye or Drake? Kanye. Alright, so I'm gonna take Donda on both, and I like that answer.
I gotta go Certified Lover Boy.
Alright.
CLB.
CLB?
Donda.
I like your answer. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Armand, how do you think this is going?
So far, I think we've had way too many answers CLB and not enough Donda. This is hurting my soul. Andrew, Donda or CLB?
Donda.
Good answer, thank you. Alright guys, we're back from filming everybody, and I am disappointed with all the CLB answers we got. But I'll catch you next time on QUQs.
Thanks, Armand. We'll be right back after this quick break.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Jules, spot me on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Welcome back to Hashtag. Audrey has joined us this week with the latest Hollywood news update. What do you have for us today, Audrey?
What's up, Hashtag? It's Audrey Scafati coming at you with this week's Hollywood news update. International Star Trek Day was on September 8th, and the long-awaited Star Trek Strange New Worlds cast was released, making fans very excited. Strange New Worlds is a new show that will stream on Paramount Plus, featuring classic Star Trek characters such as Captain Pike and Mr. Spock. Trek fans already knew the show would focus around those two characters because of their time on another hit Star Trek show, Star Trek Discovery. It was revealed that Strange New Worlds will feature Cadet Uhura, played by Celia Rose Gooding. Gooding says that she, quote, is so excited to be stepping into this legacy, end quote. What do you guys think about recasting such iconic characters?
I know all of these characters have such a huge following, so I'm really hopeful that the Star Trek fan base is also on board with these. I'm personally not a huge Star Trek person. I will definitely be watching because I've heard that this new reboot is going to be really, really good. But I think that it could be a breath of fresh air for Star Trek and maybe grasp a new, younger audience. What about you?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Star Trek either, but I've heard that often when they recast, sometimes either people love it or hate it, so I'm hoping that it's love, and I'm hoping they do a good job with that show.
I am a big Star Trek fan, and I've already seen the recasting in the J.J. Abrams movies, and they have been doing a pretty well job in those movies, and I think in the TV show, Spock and Pike have looked great. I'm really excited for Celia Rose Gooding to kind of step into her role. But yeah, I am big Star Trek fan. Really excited to see what the show has in store for us. Next up, last Friday, released his first full album, Montero. The album has gotten overwhelmingly positive reviews from publications like and Rolling Stone. The album has many featured artists, including Jack Harlow, Doja Cat, Megan Thee Stallion, and even Elton John. Lil Nas X has been promoting the album for a while, teasing pregnancy photos with baby Montero. And now that it's finally arrived, fans can definitely agree it was worth the wait. I was so happy to finally listen to the album in full. Have you guys listened to the album yet? What do you think of it?
I have heard the entire album. It is so good. Great music to play in the car with your friends. Great music to play when you want to really get the energy going. I personally really love the song with Meg Thee Stallion. I'm not 100% sure of the name. I'm getting there. But I literally love everything that he's doing right now. He's had such a crazy couple weeks with different performances and different award shows that I think this album is really going to be like a big skyrocket for him. What about you, Emily?
Yeah, all the preparation for this album with the PR stunts and the pregnancy photos, it's just so creative and it's so different. I've never seen anybody do anything like this before, and the music itself was fantastic. I just listened to the entire album today. So yeah, I loved it.
I totally agree with both of you guys. I really love the album. I listened to it on Friday when it came out. I just personally really liked, the fourth song on the album. That's what I liked. But it was really good, and I'm really excited to keep listening to it and see what else Lil Nas has in store for us. Lastly, the hit TV show Brooklyn Nine-Nine aired its series finale last Thursday. Brooklyn Nine-Nine has gone through a lot during its 8 seasons on air. They managed to survive getting completely dropped by Fox after season 5, and just a day later getting picked up by NBC for a 6th season. The show wrapped season 8 with 10 episodes. Vulture claims that this show was, quote, the perfect goodbye. One scene that is most talked about is a conversation between Captain Holt and Jake Peralta. The two talk about how they consider each other as a father-son pairing, and after some tears, they share a laugh. What a perfect way to end a show and conclude what I would consider to be an iconic relationship. Do you guys have any thoughts on the finale?
One of my roommates is honestly a huge Brooklyn Nine-Nine fan, so we all watched together, and I think it was a really great way to end the show. I know sometimes with comedies it's a little difficult to end because there's not like a big climax that we're working towards and then like resolution just to end up the show, but I think it was really great, and I think it provided fans of Brooklyn Nine-Nine a lot of closure. I've honestly loved watching the show like on and off for the past couple of years, so I'm sad to see it go, but I think it was a really great ending and really didn't leave any questions unanswered and gave the fans what they wanted. What about you, Emily?
I personally haven't seen the show in order, but I have watched a bunch of sporadic episodes. I mean, I think we've all seen that episode where they sing "I Want It That Way," you know? So I haven't seen it, but yes, I'm going to watch it because I heard it's hilarious, and I'm a fan of comedy shows, so I will be checking that out soon.
Totally. I haven't watched season 8 yet. I'm very excited to kind of just binge that whole entire thing, but I've loved Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I love the characters, and I'm really excited to see how they can close it. Well, that's all I have for Hollywood News Updates. I'm Audrey Scafati. Back to Manny and Emily.
Thank you so much, Audrey. We'll be right back with Isabel Foley and Kristen Barong's Bridgerton the Musical review. You do not want to miss this.
I know what you're thinking. I need a job. I need a new career.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
I've been there. I wasn't happy with what I was doing. After high school, I didn't have a plan.
I just wanted to start working. I got laid off twice, but you gotta keep going.
You just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a 2-year IT program.
I found a medical course online.
I'm now a consultant in the tech space.
You have more options than you think. You can do this. You will find something.
You will find something new.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Hey, hashtag, we're back, and we have Krista and Isabella here to give us their review on the Bridgerton the Musical. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hey guys, it's Isabella Foley.
And I'm Krista Barong.
And we're here to give you the latest scoop on Bridgerton, the musical.
If you guys don't already know, Abigail Barlow and Emily Bear, who are 2 creators on TikTok, started this entire thing all by themselves.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. After watching the Netflix series, they were pretty inspired and wanted to make their own musical rendition of the show. So now they've come out with 15 songs on an unofficial musical album. Alright, so I just want to start with, is the album what you expected?
It was like everything and more. This album was so good. From just being something on TikTok, and now like I can just play it on Spotify when I'm getting ready in the morning, and it sounds so beautiful. And I think you can agree with that. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Last year we would literally sing these songs our hearts out to just 20-second intervals of songs.
It wasn't even like a real song.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now we get to listen to the whole thing and really watch the story progress through the 15 songs. It's amazing.
Yeah, and I just think it's so high quality, like the way they produce it and everything. Like, they added so many different techniques to make it feel like a story.
Yeah.
Like, it was about a TV show, but they made it into something so much more.
And it was originally a book.
Exactly. It just all came from their heads. Like, there's no songs in the show. It's not a musical at all. Like, they just completely created it on their own. I thought it was cool how they used actual dialogue in the middle of the singing to make it feel like you're still watching, you're still reading. It just really captured me. And then one song, it's Lady Whistledown, which is about the woman who basically spills all the secrets on the town, and it's whispering in the beginning, and it just feels like you're that tension building up. It was just very clever how they did all of the songs and made it go together like a story, like you said.
And another thing in regards to the dialogue is that this entire setting of this musical, the show and the book, happens in the 1800s, where a lot of women didn't really have a chance to voice their own opinions. And in these songs, which are mostly female-oriented, you get to really hear their expressions and their opinions and their voices in the songs that they sing. And each of their songs are so specified to them.
To the characters, yeah.
You know, Eloise sounds very jazzy and strong. Sienna's song is very flirtatious yet strong-willed. And Daphne's is very soft, and so is Penelope's. So Bella, do you think this musical album can actually be produced on a Broadway show?
Absolutely. I mean, we would be the first to buy tickets to the Broadway show.
100%.
And I know it's really hard to get there, but I feel like even on TikTok, we made a package about this last year just when it was on TikTok.
Yeah.
And there was choreographers, set design, costume
yeah.
design, all those people could get together and make a show right now.
Whenever I'm listening to this album or these songs, I could just picture the lighting, the costuming, the choreography for all these songs and their characters on stage, and it would just be a dream come true to actually see it come to life, which is why we should produce it.
Literally. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time when Bridgerton Season 2 comes out. Deuces!
I will definitely be checking that out.
I know we talked about the Emmys at the beginning of the show, but I am just not over how good some of these stars looked last night.
I totally agree. Let's review some of our favorite and least favorite looks of the night.
First up, we have Anya Taylor-Joy. I think that she looked absolutely amazing.
Gorgeous.
The yellow caught everyone's eye. I saw so many pictures of her. I saw her on stage because the Queen's Gambit kept winning. I think she just looked absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning.
And I love how the dress too, it was more of a two-piece dress, the huge yellow coat came off too, and it was this elegant, nice silk dress. I just loved it. It was one of my favorite looks of the night.
Yeah, definitely was not expecting something like that from her, but I'm so glad that we got it. And up next, we have Dan Levy. I was talking about him in my Met Gala review. I love him right now. I love everything that he's been doing, and I think the blue suit really, again, like I said with Anya Taylor-Joy, just caught everyone's eye because it's so different. And the bright colors he looks amazing. He rocked it. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, usually we see traditional suits with these male celebrities, but anything that's different or out of the blue, it's just a win in my book. So I thought he looked great.
And then up next is Jennifer Coolidge. Personally, I was not a huge fan of her look. I think she looked pretty she played it safe. It was a classic look, I guess, but I think that maybe because I was just looking at Met Gala, different dresses and different outfits, I thought I was a little bit bored. Usually she comes out in something pretty eye-catching, so I was a little bit disappointed in her look, but maybe the next one.
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, her personality is she's such a firecracker, and she's so iconic as an actress, so I agree she did play it a little bit safe. Of course, she looked amazing, but she totally could have done a little bit more.
Yeah. Next is Kerry Washington. I think that she looked stunning. I love the silky metallic look and the corset look in the front. I think it was something a little different, not usually something I would expect from her, but she looks great every single time she walks the red carpet. She's just beautiful.
Of course, yeah. That lavender color too just complemented her so nicely. It didn't wash her out. It was a perfect color for her. I loved it.
Yeah, for sure. I know Jason Sudeikis looked pretty good. I loved the blue velvet suit. I talked about him in the beginning. I love him. I love Ted Lasso. So I think that was very different. And again, like you were saying earlier, it's pretty uncommon for men to wear anything on the red carpet except a black suit, which does look good. But I love when people spice it up, and I think Jason Sudeikis was the breath of fresh air we needed.
Yeah, and all those wins of the night, too. He was one of the stars there. I mean, The Crown and then Jason Sudeikis, they were both having so many wins. It was their night, so he was there to look good, and he did. So I loved it.
Oh, yes. So last up, we have Mandy Moore. She was in a red one-piece dress. Honestly, kind of boring. Not my fave. I love Mandy Moore, and I was very excited to watch This Is Us take home some awards, but yeah, she was just not my favorite look. It was a pretty bold look, but it was just not my fave. I don't know.
mean, yeah, any color, any of that bright color red, it's definitely has to be a staple piece kind of dress. So if it's something that, not boring, because it was not boring, it was exciting, but she could have done more with that color because the color and the contrast of the type of dress just kind of messed it up for me. She did look amazing though, I'll have to admit.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Mandy Moore, and like I said, I love This Is Us, so I was super excited to watch the entire cast and kind of see what they were going to wear, but she's obviously stunning. I love Mandy Moore, but I just, again, like I said, she could have done more.
Well, that's all we have for you guys this week.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Q30 Television, Twitter at Q30 Entertain, and on our Q30 app.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you same time, same place next week.